Real quick, we'll kind of go over the Texas Tech stuff.
John,
here.
did you just mug us?
We'll kind of go over the Texas
When you said Kobe Bryant, it made me think of Kobe Bryant.
The Texas Tech stuff here.
Too soon.
Real quick. So this is where it all stems from. For people that have been living under a rock the past couple days.
Or okay, just have a fucking life.
Yeah,
pretty much this was this. I'm the Texas Tech coach, and some of us.
I'm the fifth team
was
in
really
Texas.
excited whenever they joined the Big 12 because I think that they carry a lot of weight and a lot of respect. I think that I have a lot of respect for them entering a conference and not playing an independent schedule like other people. Y'all already know who that is. And so I have a lot of respect for that. I mean, they're earning their right just like everybody but a couple of people in the nation are earning their right through conference play, and playing in some really tough places. I have so much respect.
Yeah. So how do we so now you understand where that's coming from. How do we feel about those comments? I'm sure I kind of can understand.
As the representative of the Big 12, Texas Tech is the fifth best team in Texas. Give me Texas, give me Houston, give me the Cowboys, give me the Houston Texans, give me North Texas, give me TCU, give me SMU,
Baylor.
give me Baylor, give me Albany Christian,
give me Sam Houston State.
Give me Sam Houston State. Fuck Texas Tech. They are such a poverty fucking team, dude. This is the thing.
The NIL is really good for them.
It is really good, but that's the thing. They wanted Texas to leave so bad. When they this is something people don't know about the Big 12. When Texas Tech found out Texas was leaving, they were the only team that cheered. Texas Tech fans were happy because they knew what that meant. That meant if you wanted to play Big 12 football, you wanted to play in the state of Texas, they weren't going to lose to Texas anymore in the recruiting path. And now with NIL, because they knew NIL was going to be around, they have the number one recruiting path in the nation now for NIL in Texas, outside Texas and maybe SMU. But that's in the Big 12. Texas Tech would be scared shitless. And this is why I make the joke all the time. And we should join the Big 12. Because I would love to dominate Texas Tech. That shitty fucking team. Don't even get me started on the fucking players they have on their team. Let's talk about Pop fucking Isaac. That piece of fucking shit. Look up Pop Isaac Battle of Atlantis. Go look it up.
That linebacker.
Also, Texas Tech. That's what Texas Tech accepts.
Let's talk about the fact that good old, friend of the show, friend of the program, Marshall, Utah State and Texas Tech legend, Henry Colombi, has made 31 posts about Notre Dame in the last 72 hours. No,
it's the Marshall quarterback that beat us when
he has made 31 posts about Notre Dame in the last 72 hours.
And he called Fravel ugly, so we fuck with him for that.
He called me, and then he was flexing his smoke show wife. But
but if you really want to know what Texas Tech stands for, look up Pop Isaac Battle of Atlantis 2022 or 2023. Look it up.
By the way, Henry
linebacker is really, really good.
Oh, they are. Yeah, Jacob Rodriguez is a dog.
And he might. And I'm not comparing, and I'm not saying it's close or not saying it is. It might be the best pure linebacker, not the end or anything, season since Teo in the last decade.
The Texas Tech fans will tell you it's better than Teo.
I mean, people debate. I think it's wrong. The forced fumbles are insane. But
I think we have bias. I think they have bias. I think they're just really great linebackers.
Teo picked off passes. Jacob Rodriguez does not. He just picks up balls on the ground.
He picks up balls.
Yeah.
Is that what Texas Tech stand for? Picking up balls?
Yeah.
But no, that's he's a really good linebacker. I think we have bias. I think they have bias. I just think we need to notice that this is one of the best linebackers we've seen since Manti Te'o.
Ben, who are you taking, Manti Te'o or Jacob Rodriguez?
You're not going to like my answer.
Okay. Well, see.
Here's the thing.
I want a linebacker different than what you want a linebacker. I want a linebacker that's going to go bash the fucking head open.
I'm going to say this, though. I think as a leader, as a man among men, and as a pure football player, and the season as a whole, Teo was better. That season was better. But as a smash mouth, go down and do it for your team linebacker, he is a beast. Would you agree with that, Ben?
Yeah, they're both. Yeah, no, well, that's my thing. I want a linebacker who's gonna go down there and bust your fucking mouth open. I love Manti Te'o. I think he was a great coverage linebacker. He's a great over middle guy. But if I'm building my dream team, I'm taking Jacob Rodriguez over Manti Te'o, just because of what I want my dream team
I'm
to
so
be.
attached
I
to
don't
that
know.
man. That Manti, and I will always have this. Yes, I've seen whatever. I don't think I will ever see a defensive season in my life, and bias, yes, better than that. That was just such a. You looked at him and nobody else. You looked at him and nobody. It was so unique that to me, it's the best defensive player I'll ever see in college football.
I also think the moments, right? Manti Te'o had those Heisman moments. I remember the pick that sealed the
He would
win
have
against
won if it
Michigan.
wasn't for Manziel.
He
He
had
would have.
he had was it the game, or was it that acrobatic interception he had against Oklahoma on the road at night against a top 10 Oklahoma team? Like, I I don't know. He just had moments that, I'll be honest, I haven't watched Jacob Rodriguez a whole lot this year because, be honest with you, Texas Tech plays a bunch of nobodies outside of two teams. Um, so I haven't really watched, but I did watch him against BYU, make spectacular plays against BYU. But the thing is, it's just when you're doing it in the Big 12, I don't know. I just don't think it's as flashy
That
as it is
year,
when
Notre
you're,
Dame played a lot of good teams.
yeah, like Texas Tech's played two good teams. Congratulations, Jacob Rodriguez. You got 3 forced fumbles against Oklahoma State.
Don't discredit him though. I mean, he is still a beast.
Probably
But
one
this
of the
coach
worst
for
teams.
Texas Tech, what the fuck are you talking about? What is that? What did that even be brought up?
Joey McGuire fucking is perfect representation of what Texas Tech allows. Just say it. He's a fucking idiot, unless there's something in my eye.
Can I ask, like, what do you guys, what can you guys give me a reason why he thought we just got a huge win against BYU? The first thing I'm going to start my press conference off with is not, that's a great BYU team. Credit to them. We played a hell of a game. Shout out to it's Notre Dame. BYU earned their way here, unlike some other teams that are independent. Why is that the first thing you say?
Because because this is what they do. They know that the odds we play them are low, but they want to take shots. They just want to swing. That's all they do. These teams do this shit because they're like, oh well, I get a clip if I my fans are
They
gonna
could
love
also
it.
use it if we do play them. Like, oh, remember this was said.
Yeah, but like, let's be real. Texas Tech probably has the idea. Like right now, where they're ranked, we don't play them unless it's like the semifinals. Texas Tech knows that like they're good, but they're not. They don't like. There's a certain belief where they're like, okay, we can maybe beat A&M. Like if we go out there and play our best game and we catch them in a certain way, we can maybe beat Ohio State. Things like that. Also, I just think he's upset. I think he's upset because he knows that Notre Dame does better than him without a conference. Notre Dame has no stability outside of their schedule, and they still get more credit than Texas Tech does.
But the thing is, like, BYU, right? The whole notion, and this is my argument I got into with BYU and Texas Tech fans, because BYU and Texas Tech fans have been holding hands together and meat riding each other for the past 2 weeks. It's disgusting behavior, by the way. Anyway, the whole, well, he's not right. I mean, he's not lying. He's right. You guys don't ever play anybody. BYU fans, you guys were independent too. You guys, like what Ben brought up, you guys ran away from Notre Dame in 2005. You know why? Because we were a good team. And you guys canceled the game that year. We were supposed to play them in Provo. They canceled the game. Then they turned the narrative into, well, Notre Dame's scared to play us in Provo. You guys left Independence. And you guys are somehow doing better in the win-loss column in a conference than you were as an independent. But Notre Dame's independent, and we're only as good as we are because we're independent.
You know what was
Make
funny?
that make
The
sense.
year that BYU was ranked as independent, it was like, oh, even if there are 11 wins, like BYU's not getting in.
Yeah.
But Notre Dame, there was like a very different independent field.
Because they played G5 teams. BYU is what BYU did as an independent is what people say Notre Dame does. BYU their entire time as an independent outside of the Utah game, which for years Utah was dog shit. So that was basically a glorified G5 team they were playing. Like they were the independent team that was like, we're going to schedule UConn, we're going to schedule Colorado, who was bad, we're going to schedule Boise, we're going to schedule Hawaii, Cal. Like that was their scheduling idea. Meanwhile, Notre Dame was scheduling USC, a good Stanford, Navy, who was okay at times. You know, we played Georgia for a home and home. We played Texas for home and homes. Like I just don't get where the Texas Tech fans and BYU fans think that, oh, you guys, such an advantage for you guys. You guys are an independent. We have respect for BYU because at least they're not a bunch of pussies.
At least they're playing.
Like, they're playing in a conference. Yeah, like the fuck out of here with that shit, man. And I hope to God Ben's Bearcats beat the absolute dog shit out of BYU.
They're not gonna survive a night in Clifton. They're not going to. It's what's
well. Speaking of that, that's a good roll into our pick'ems.
Yeah.
Well, but no, if you want to know what Texas Tech stands for, go look up Pop Isaac, the Battle for Atlantis 2023 kids. Want to know what Texas Tech stands for? There you go, right there. That's what they stand for.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our preview real quick, and then we'll get into our pick'ems. So Notre Dame, they go on the road to number 23 Pitt. Notre Dame is a 12.5-point favorite on the road. The over/under is set at 65.5. These odds are presented by our friends over at Novig. If you want to go ahead and get these odds, make sure you use code VOCFBND when you sign up for Novig. Remember, participants must be 21 years or older. And if you have a gambling problem, like our buddy Ben, get some help and call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, guys.
Don't be a quitter.
How do we feel?
Definitely breaking a rule of me saying that.
How do we feel about this game? According to Pitt's head coach, this is not a must-win. He could care less if they get beat 110-10, as long as they win their next two. So how do we feel about this one? Do we beat them 110-10?
Notre Dame wins 38-17.
Ooh. Ben?
Close in the first half, falls apart in the second.
I have to give betting friends a good line here.
Mm-hmm.
Want great value, and I gotta get shit for saying it. If you want great value, take Pittsburgh money line. If you want great value, the fact they're offering that plus 400, amazing value. And the fact is that's probably got to keep going up, and you might get game day for plus 450. Going up. I think we beat Pitt, but great value. You gotta bet on great value when you see it. That's number one in real gambling. You're not playing with emotions. You're playing with money. So that's great value right there. It's a great investment. Like home game, biggest game of their season, college game day. It's possible they win, and the fact they're doing, like, I would say I give us probably a 65% chance of winning this game. The fact that it's 30, I'm giving 35% the Pitt, and then you're offering at plus 425. That's great value. You have to take that. But on the other hand, I do think we beat Pitt. I don't think Pitt's a great team outside of what they're really good at. They have a lot of flaws. I think their quarterback's decent. Their quarterback could one day be a great NFL pick. He could be a great NFL player. He could be next Kenny Pickett. We don't know.
Does he have baby hands? I don't think he has baby hands. He's going to be a great player.
outside of what they're really good at, their flaws, they're not great at correcting them. If they stack the box on Jeremiah Love, I have true belief that we're going to go over the top and we're going to beat them down the field. The thing is, we kind of had a game like CJ Carr, and I keep waiting for it. Some people say it's the Boston College game. I don't think it's the Boston College game. I don't think that game was on Carr offensively. We haven't had a game by CJ Carr yet where it's like we come back from throwing 2 picks in one half and like we're able to show we're still able to win the game.
The Boise game?
No, Boise game was not. Boise was not good enough to beat us.
The USC game was probably his worst game.
Oh, when
USC was the worst. USC was the worst game, but he really didn't have a terrible game outside of that. Like outside of the pick.
16 for 22, 160 yards, 1 touchdown.
Yeah, you take away the pick, that's 16 for 21. Like that's a great game for a quarter. I'm saying like a game where he's got to go out there and go 13 for 25, or a game he's got to have double the amount of. We're gonna see that game, and the fact that we keep pushing him, and we might not even see it till next year now. It's a possibility. I'll say that. I'll knocked on wood. That's not real wood. If you want to knock on wood at home, you can. But we haven't seen it. I'm just a little scared. But this could be a game that we're just gonna blow them out, or this could be a game that's really close and we have to make big plays. Pitt just is too good of a team for us to have this be a CJ Carr game where CJ Carr does not play well.
Yeah.
Score prediction?
Score prediction. Give me Notre Dame 27, Pittsburgh 18.
So you're hitting the under on that then?
Yeah, I'm hitting the under. I don't think this will be a high score.
Pitt is 22, by the way. 22.
Yeah, favorably, you dumb bitch.
Okay, well on the Novig app they have it as 22, 23.
Novig app they have it. Shut up, bitch. Fucking fix it.
Anyways, I think this is going to be an offensive shootout in this game. I think what Pitt does well is they throw the football, right? They're at one of the best offenses in the last 5 games in the country, putting up on over 40 points a game. Now, again, part of that is the competition, right? You're playing NC State, Stanford. You're playing a bad Florida State team, right? So those are all factors, right? They have the number 3 rush defense in the country coming into this one. I don't know how real that is because, again, the best 2 rushing attacks you faced this year was Florida State and West Virginia.
I wouldn't say that.
Florida State ran for over 170. West Virginia ran for over 170.
My main thing with that, yes.
Louisville is one of the best running backs in the country.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Was it Isaac Brown hurt in that game though?
No. I'll just pull it up. Keep going on.
Keep being wrong, Ryan. Keep going.
Anyway, but okay, regardless, we can all sit up here and say Notre Dame's rushing attack is way better than Florida State's and West Virginia's. Right. Like we can sit up here and comfortably say that. I also think
Isaac Brown had 14 carries for 20 yards.
Okay, never mind. So they did really well against Isaac Brown. With the style of defense that Narduzzi plays, they bring 6-man pressures quite a lot. So I think this is like you said, Ben. I think if we were going to have the CJ Carr letdown game, I don't think it's going to be against Stanford. And I don't think it's going to be against Syracuse.
I pray to Jesus Christ it's against Stanford.
Why? Because we good enough probably to come back from it against Stanford?
Because CJ Carr letdown game against Stanford is Jeremiah Love rushes for 300 yards. That's what CJ Carr letdown game is.
I do think that's going to be because Pitt's going to play the style of defense. They're going to try to bring extra blitzers to get Carr off balance. I do think Carr he's improved so much than what he was week 1 and week 2. When he gets pressure in his face, Freeman talked about it. He knows he's getting better at reading what he's seeing the defense in. He's getting better at, hey, are they in cover 0 or are they at cover 1? Are they cover 2 or are they cover 4? And he's getting way much better at switching the plays at the line of scrimmage, getting them in the right plays. I do think this is the game where you're probably most likely to see, if it's going to happen, this would be the one. But I also think we really, outside of Arkansas, we haven't seen CJ Carr's I have arrived moment, in my opinion. I think this could be the game where we see the CJ Carr
I'm arriving.
like 300 yards passing, 4 passing touchdowns. I could see that being the case for CJ Carr this game
I would disagree. He did have that.
against Arkansas.
Oh, yeah, another one. State.
A&M.
Oh wait, and A&M too. Almost got 300. NC
Okay.
State, he threw for 342 against NC State was my main point.
Okay. Yeah.
I agree with you. This could be a game where CJ Carr, like, we give him the ropes to be the guy who wins us this game, and he shows up. But my thing is that this could also be a game where we give him the ropes, and CJ Carr has some struggles.
Yeah,
it's just one of those risks that you take, and I would rather take that risk with CJ Carr than Kenny Minchie, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I do. So here's my thing. I think it's going to be an offensive shootout. My score prediction, I think they cover the over easily. I've got 42-28 Notre Dame at Pitt. We win by 14. We cover that spread. We also could hit the over